Hello everyone, I'm Jessica. Welcome to She Anoints with Love. Today I'm going to be bringing you a message paired with Wounds to Wisdom Oracle cards. And as I was getting ready for this reading, for this message, I took a quiet moment to ground myself and I let the Bible fall open, and it opened to the book of Job chapter 38. And it says, Then the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, Who is this that darkened counsel by words without knowledge? Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou me. And this was when Job, I don't know if you're familiar with this story, when he thought he was going to question the divine, the Most High, but the Most High questioned him. Like, where were you when I laid the foundations? Where were you when I shut up the sea doors? Have you commanded anything this morning? So what stood out to me as well from this is I remember that his friends were like, they had opinions about him. They jumped to conclusions and they had some opinions about him. And yesterday I overheard somebody saying, oh, she has bad luck, because yesterday on Mother's Day, I got to open up only one of my gifts, and I did an unboxing. It's in one of the videos I posted yesterday. And after that, I smelled something, and it was the apartment upstairs that was getting burned. There was a fire that was total, like they lost every single thing. Our apartment is completely water damaged, so it's unlivable. So someone was talking about me, and I overheard them, and they said, oh my gosh, she has such bad luck. But I said, bad luck? I don't have bad luck. And maybe right now in your life, you are passing through your own fire, your own type of situation. And maybe you've heard some people have opinions about you that aren't true. Because I don't see myself as lucky or unlucky. I see myself as blessed, as anointed. And you are anointed and you are blessed. And you are highly gifted and protected. So whatever situation you're going through right now, whatever fire you're going through right now, there may be people that have opinions about you. They might put thoughts in your mind about questioning yourself and your relationship to the divine, to the Most High, or to your spirituality. Why does things happen to you? Why do you have to go through certain situations? But the truth of the matter is that we know that we are being divinely guided. So it doesn't matter how our journey looks. It doesn't matter how it appears on the outside. We know that everything is aligning for our highest purpose, for our greatest achievements, for the best. So I just wanted to share this with you all because we don't have bad luck. What we have is a life that the Most High is rebuilding on a stronger foundation. So just like Job's friends, people on the outside always see differently. We are connected to the divine, and that's what should matter. His opinion, her opinion, however you connect to the Most High, whether if it's the higher power, higher consciousness, Christ consciousness, source, divine, your creator, whatever relationship you have to spirit, that's what should be important. It's not whether you're cursed or broken or lucky or unlucky. It's not if you are going through a punishment or no. So let's take a look at Wounds to Wisdom, and let's see what Spirit has to say to us. Honor your needs. You deserve peace. Your scars tell a story. A brighter future awaits. Honor your needs. Job, he didn't suppress his pain. He cried out. He cried out. Like, he demanded answers. And he got them. Maybe it wasn't in a way that he expected, but he got his answers because the Most High showed up for him exactly where he was at. So honoring our needs is not a lack of faith. I wonder, maybe people thought that Job didn't have enough faith, wasn't doing things correctly. He bore the marks on his body. He endured that pain, but he spoke out. He spoke and he let it be known. And hey, I'm in pain. You know, what's going on? What's happening? So he did honor his needs. And that's what we have to do. We have to honor our needs as well and have that connection to spirit so that we could get an answer. Because the answer was, hey, I know what I'm doing. I'm laying a solid foundation for you, an even better one. So sometimes we think that our pain, our story is because the Most High is absent from our life. But that's not the case. He's near us. Because we deserve peace. Whatever pain we're going through, whatever pain we've been through, as a caregiver, I'm speaking. It's not an easy life. It's not an easy journey. And we do deserve peace. A peace that surpasses all understanding, because you know that when you're connected to the divine, you get this peace that sometimes it's unexplainable. That's why it's so important to fill up your cup. And we fill up our cup by honoring our needs, whatever that may look like. Sometimes it's reading from the Bible, from the sacred text, from different books of wisdom. Sometimes it's pulling a card every day, an oracle, a tarot. Sometimes it's just being in silence. We deserve peace. And when we tap into our spirituality, when we tap into the divine, which we always have to be connected to, we're one. But when we tap into that stillness, we are able to gain a peace that some people may question it and say, but how can this person not be desperate right now in the situation they're in? Because you're trusting it. It's not about how you're going to get there. It's about knowing that you just have to trust the process. That's it. Knowing that everything from your past is not in vain. They tell a story, and it's a victorious story. Look at how these roses are coming up, blooming from this house that has wood panels that look like it's been through many storms. Your scars tell a story, and it's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story because they were real. Despite the darkness, despite the shadows of death that we had to walk through, the sun still rises. The divine meets you where you're at. In the whirlwind. So your scars are a testimony. They're not shame. They're a story of your soul. They held on when everything else felt impossible, but you held on. And a brighter future awaits. Not a fantasy. Not something just, oh, that's your imagination, that's it. Oh, wake up and smell the coffee. You're never going to have that. No, a brighter future awaits. Because you've already done the hard work of surviving. and staying and holding on to when it felt impossible to keep holding on. You kept holding on. So honor your needs, because you don't have to keep it all in. You deserve peace. And we get more peace when we tap into the divine, when we stay connected to the divine, when we nourish ourselves from the inside out. And remember that your story is the very reason why others can survive. It gives someone else permission to believe in a brighter future for themselves. Because Job's story didn't end at chapter 38. And neither does yours. He went on to being blessed so much more. Job didn't pretend. He didn't pretend that everything was okay. He was bleeding from his flesh. And sometimes we pass through things in life that we look back now and we're like, wow, I have a purpose. So whatever you're going through, just remember that a brighter future awaits for you, and you're not going to be in that fire forever. And if you want to question the Most High, question him. Ask him, just like Hope asked him. And he answered him. I know what I'm doing. That's why you have to trust the process. Trust the process, because your scars, your suffering, everything you've been through, that gives someone else hope as well. So continue to tap in to spirit, because the sun will rise and you will get that peace that you long for. And people are going to question us. Like, what's wrong with this girl? What's wrong with this guy? Why are they peaceful and they're going through it? I'm peaceful because I know who holds me up. I know who sustains me. I'm peaceful because I have the scars on my body that remind me of who I am. I'm not lucky or unlucky. I'm anointed. Remember that. You are anointed with love. So thank you for allowing me to read for you today, to give you this message. And until next time, take care.